Well, good evening and welcome to our Power of the Patch presentation. My name is Gregory Mascari from Bozeman, Montana, and I've been with LifeWave, uh, helping to market this patented breakthrough in wearable light technology for about 7.5 years. And I'm really excited to share this information with you here tonight. Uh, I'm going to start by just laying out a couple of key foundational concepts and thoughts. And I think number one, I think we can all agree health is our greatest wealth. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have your health, you don't have what's most important. And number two, let's face it, regardless of your age, the symptoms of aging and disease are just not fun. My grandchildren probably don't agree with that, but my kids and all my friends and peers certainly do. Remember when you could work all day and party all night? Well, I sure do, but you know what? I don't get up the next day like I used to. And as the old song goes, those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end, but they do. As we age, we recover slower. And that's because the older you get, the faster you age and the slower you heal due to a natural decline in our body's number one repair system, stem cells. In fact, by age 30, they decrease by about 50%. By age 60, there's only a small percentage left. And for a guy that's 73 going on 74, that's a little concerning for me. And I think it probably is for you and many other people. So, I finally figured out what I want to be when I get older. I want to be younger. I want to be young until the day I die. And so, I have two personal questions for you. If you could change one thing in your health or in the health of someone you love and care for, what would it be? And number two, what impact would be reducing or eliminating that issue have on your or their quality of life? With that being said, I want to give a general disclaimer. LifeWave products are wellness products. They're not medicine, and they are not designed to or intended to heal, treat, cure, or diagnose any disease. I got to shut off my wife's phone. Sorry about that. uh, they do, however, help bring our bodies back into a more healthier, regenerative mode. And many times, wonderful things then start to happen. So let me ask you, if I could show you a safe and affordable way to change the trajectory of your aging so you could look, feel, and live younger longer, would you be interested? And usually it's a resounding yes. So let me tell you the good news. Our X39 wearable light technology is truly a historic breakthrough in holistic wellness. It's a new patented, inexpensive wearable patch. It's affordable, safe, non-invasive, and drug-free, and it's a unique form of phototherapy which uses very specific frequencies of light to increase and improve your health and wellness. At the same time, supporting your body's innate ability to heal itself. So I'm going to play a short little video for you that kind of sets the stage and talks about X39 and LifeWave and who we are. So here we go.
An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things, like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHKCU, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy. For improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being, with the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that could support wellness in an entirely new way, supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.
Beautiful. Well, let me meter it down for you and put it into layman's terms, the power of the patch and how it works. It's based on the science of photobiomodulation, and LifeWave patches contain very specific combinations of organic materials and nanocrystals. And when they are applied to or near the body, they're activated by our body's infrared heat or the light emanating from our body. And then they begin to re-emanate or re-emit very specific wavelengths of light that stimulate targeted and beneficial biochemical responses in our body. And this is the solid scientific basis of our LifeWave phototherapy patches. This is David Schmidt, our visionary founder and CEO. And David's not only a brilliant scientist and researcher, he's a genius inventor with over 200 patents, and he's been on the leading edge of phototherapy research and science for over 24 years. And he's already conducted over 90 clinical studies proving the efficacy of LifeWave phototherapy products. And many studies are always in the works, and that's because David is just a brilliant researcher and scientist. And this is a short little video clip I want to share with you about David Schmidt, our founder.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. There is more information there than most people would ever realize. I was 8 years old, and my parents wanted to take me to the workshop of Thomas Edison. On the drive back home, I said to my dad, I want to be an inventor. Light, as it turns out, is the primary control mechanism for everything else that happens in the body. What if we could have an external electromagnetic field that would essentially reset the stem cells that are already in our bodies and get them to function like younger, healthier cells? What if in the process we actually found out that in a book that was written thousands of years ago, that information already existed? God has left his fingerprint in natural design, and that blueprint shows up in nature. The mathematical codes are identical. The implications to this are absolutely extraordinary. What drives me is that there's this enormous sense of hope that we can create technology to generate clean energy, that we can have foods that aren't genetically modified, and we can meet all of the needs on the planet that we have to, and that we can heal people.
Wow. That's a bold positioning, ambition, which is his mission in life. So we don't need to watch it again. There we go. We'll go on to the next slide. Okay. So our company, LifeWave, is a 20-year-old pioneer in life science technologies. Back in 2000, the original phototherapy technology was developed by David Schmidt to be exclusively used by Navy SEALs to increase their battle-ready strength, stamina, and performance without the use of drugs, stimulants, or caffeine. It was so powerful, David founded LifeWave in 2004 to bring this amazing technology to the masses. By 2010, things were going well enough. They set up international manufacturing distribution in Ireland. We now distribute to over 80 countries from 16 global distribution centers. And we have a brand new global headquarters in Draper, Utah, that was opened up in the fall of 2024. And within it, we have a state-of-the-art space-age welcome center, actually designed by the set designers of Star Trek. And if and when you get to go there, and you go to our welcome center, it's like entering the Starship Enterprise. And so this is a very, very forward-leaning company. Our focus for the last 15 years has been anti-aging and regenerative science. And that resulted, 10 years of research resulted in the birth of X39, which some are calling the holy grail of health, healing, and regeneration. Certainly a historic and affordable breakthrough in wellness technology. And we're actually doing what the multi-billion dollar companies and big pharma have not been able to do. When used in conjunction with proper nutrition and hydration, because you got to have some hydration and raw materials, X39 has been proven to activate a very specific copper peptide that supports and enhances stem cell activity, at the same time altering gene expression towards a younger and more vibrant you. So, yes, we have patents, yes, we have clinical studies, and yes, we have field results proving that X39 is actually turning back our biological clock, helping people of all ages to look, feel, perform, and live younger longer. And for me and hundreds of thousands of people around the world, that's very exciting. So let's talk about some of the foundational benefits you'll reap by using X39. And the first is more energy. And X39 leads to an increase in cellular energy, but it also increases to better sleep. And two of the most common things people say when they first try X39 is, wow, I have so much energy, and wow, the next day I had the best night's sleep I've had in a long time. Now, another thing important is sports performance. And using X39 not only improves both sports performance, but it also includes enhances recovery after exercise. And that's why LifeWave patches are now used by pro and amateur athletes all around the world in almost every sport. And if you look carefully, the media's begin to notice, and you will too, if you see these auspicious little white patches on some of your favorite athletes and Olympians, because it is approved by the Olympics Committee, because there's nothing going into your body but a light frequency. Now, pain relief is one of the most wonderful benefits. Most people notice a reduction in pain within minutes of application, and certainly the pain relieving benefits of X39 have to be experienced to be believed. Brain health is another, and we have clinical studies and many, many, many field reports of people experiencing improved memory, focus, and cognitive function. And how about wound healing? X39 actually helps and support our body's natural wound healing process and accelerating it greatly. At the same time, wrinkle reduction. We encourage you when you first start an X39, if you're up there in years, if you're starting to get some fine lines and wrinkles, take pictures, because this is very noticeable over an 8 to 12 week period, along with also is scar reduction. And this is a phenomenon called remodeling. And so take before and after pictures. Do yourself a favor, and you'll be very delighted what you see over the first 2 to 3 months. And look at these results. People just looking and feeling and being younger, faster recovery from injuries, just turning back the clock on how you look and feel. And I'm going to bring your attention to Karen. It's in the middle bottom row there after 3 weeks. Karen went and had some radiation treatment on her face. And, on June 6th, didn't look too good. June 10th, the 17th, 23rd, she's starting to look better, but you're going to be blown away when you see on June 30th, that's 24 days after the treatment, you can't tell she even had it. So, wonderful, wonderful acceleration of our body's own ability to heal itself. In hair growth, a lot of people give anecdotal. We haven't done studies on hair growth, but everybody knows they're going to see their hairdresser a little more often, and there's some of those little bald spots might even be going away. So that's a really exciting benefit. And the bottom line is youth renewal. The result is a healthier you to spend with your loved ones, your children, your grandchildren, and to just enjoy life, because aging is not the numbers of candles on the cake. Aging is a feeling, not a number. So I'm going to play just a few short testimonials, the type of thing people are hearing, or excuse me, experiencing what you're going to be hearing when they use X39.
X39 has really changed my life. I'm not stuck at home in pain in bed. I'm out here with my friends and enjoying my family.
Big thank you to Lifeway for helping me, helping my family, and helping the 100 people now in our team who are using Lifeway daily and their families. Big thank you. Love the products.
And I have energy through the roof.
I sleep better. I have so much more energy.
Throughout the day, I can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes. For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Woohoo, it's great. We hear so many stories like that and many more. So I'm going to shift and so I want to boast a little bit about what doctors and health practitioners are saying about Lifeway, because we have hundreds and literally thousands of health practitioners all around the world using LifeWave technology, our phototherapy patches, in their practice with their patients and getting amazing results. And we've actually got two of them on the phone, on the Zoom here with us tonight. And I'm going to first introduce Ann Moreau. And Ann's been, she's a leader in our company and has been a nurse for over 40 years with a heavy focus on nutrition and regenerative, healthy aging. So, Ann, thank you so much for joining us. And I'm going to bow out and let you introduce our other special doctor tonight.
Thank you so much, Gregory. And it's my pleasure to bring on tonight with us Dr. Jeffrey Hubbard, who is a functional medicine doc and a health educator. You are going to so enjoy him tonight. I know that I am going to enjoy interviewing him. He believes in prevention. He's a foundational, faith-driven approach to wellness and is deeply committed to making a difference by serving the underserved. He brings not only expertise, but a deeply compassionate heart to everything he does. Yeah, he's got a heart of gold for sure. Nice to have you here, Dr. Jeff.
What's up, everybody? So good to be here. I'm excited. Good to see you.
You in the past, you shared that you stepped away from the traditional medical training to explore innovative technology. What was it that sparked your interest here and your excitement?
Well, the reality is people weren't getting better the way I wanted them to. It was just kind of a realization that there's a lot of sick care that's taking place and management of disease. And I really wanted to see people actually achieve a different level of health. And that's what I wanted. That's kind of why I started out in going into the healthcare arena in the first place. And so it blossomed. It led me to LifeWave and many other things that I think are just extremely valuable. I was just telling my group on my platform that we're living in the information age. We're living in a time where you can really achieve a completely different level of health. You can live well into your 80s and 90s and 100s with all of your faculties and all of your things that you need to enjoy your daily quality of life.
I know, isn't that fabulous?
It's wonderful.
Across the board, our practitioners, they're always sharing their own personal journeys. They speak about some meaningful improvements they've seen with some of their clients personally and with some of their clients. Have you had any of those experiences? And if you have, would you share some with us?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's so many different stories and things that I can think of. One that really stands out is just pain relief. I've seen so many different people within moments, within a few minutes, people just have, otherwise no better way to describe it, just miraculous type of results in seeing pain and discomfort that they've been dealing with for years seem to go away. And the reality is what they describe is pretty interesting. Usually I always try to give some type of objective marker so that we can quantify what's happening. And people say, well, my pain is a 10. And then we put the patches on, we orient them, we kind of get them situated. And then we come back a few minutes later and they are at a 2. It may not be completely gone, but it's so significantly reduced that it feels like it's gone. So there's been many, many instances of that kind of experience.
Yeah, I've had similar experiences, and I love the look on their face because they kind of go, "Is this possible?" Right? They don't really
I'll,
believe that it's
I'll,
happened.
I'll make you laugh. So many of you probably know Barbara Larrabee. She's a really awesome LifeWave family member of mine, and we were doing this event at Lifetime Fitness, and so they had a senior group there, and there was a lady who had been dealing with some low back pain, lumbar pain, and we put the patches on her in front of the whole group. She goes back to her seat, and we're just talking and continuing to introduce the technology and all the kind of different things we wanted to discuss. And I see her in the back of the room. She's like standing up and she's bending over and she's kicking her leg and she's stretching. It's like she can't believe it. She's trying to find the pain again and it's just not there.
Oh, that has happened to me so many times, and it is fun to be. I mean, I know in me with me in nursing, I worked drug and alcohol for a long time, so we were
Mm.
always looking for answers, right? There's nothing like this technology. It works so darn fast. It's so wonderful to be able to have something like this, isn't it?
It's so cool. I call it one of the best tools in my tool bag.
It is. It absolutely is. Can you tell our audience how to get the best results when they use this patch technology?
Well, to be quite honest, I'm so excited because a lot of the guesswork has been taken out. All of our newest, latest products are ensuring that you get the maximum capability out of the patches. Well, but I'll just, answer your question very straightforward. One, the most important thing, in my opinion, is consistency. Right. That really is where the rubber meets the road. Guys, don't ever compare yourself to somebody else. Don't ever second guess how the patch is working, even if you don't feel anything, even if you don't notice anything right out of the gate. Some people really don't get their aha breakthrough moment until months and months of consistent use. So everybody is going on their own unique journey to where they're going with LifeWave technology. So that's number one. Obviously, we have our X2O water machine. That's another really dynamic component is to be hydrated and to make sure that you're getting your proper oxygen right. So we are always encouraging you. This is not a replacement for a healthy, clean lifestyle. We always want you to eat clean, be intentional about your activity, always get some good breath work in. I just say, getting oxygen into the system is so valuable. And so all of these things sort of culminate in an amazing system that we have to, put us at our best state of health.
Yeah, and it's not a magic fix, right? I mean, we talk to people all the time, and sometimes I'm talking to people and they're eating horribly and they're ingesting a lot of junk food and they're not exercising and they're not sleeping, right? Aren't those some of the things that we talk about that are going to really help them?
100%. And they're wondering why they're not seeing a big difference. And so, I think that's a huge component. I forgot to mention our cellular drives and the minerals and things and the nutritional components that you need also that really help the patches to function at their highest level.
Yeah, absolutely. Sleep. I mean, I hear this all the time. People use the patches and they say, "Oh, I'm getting so much better sleep." And that's so vitally important. I mean, sleep is, people, don't realize how valuable sleep is to our overall health, right? Yeah. So
A
as
staggering statistic. They say that if you are not sleeping adequately, you are 50% more likely to develop some type of cancer during your lifetime.
Well, that's a big
That
percent.
that is crazy, crazy, and especially in the type of society we're living in where sleep is at a premium right now. So, guys, be intentional about getting into bed.
I hear it every day. And yeah, and people I get into the routines of staying up till midnight, 1 o'clock, and get up early mornings, and they're not just not getting the rest they need, right? So yeah,
Exactly.
it's such a it work this technology it's just changed so many lives. So
Phenomenal.
when you talk with a physician, when I'm talking with a physician, one of the things that comes up a lot is compliance. But in this case, it's pretty easy, isn't it? You peel.
Yeah, to be quite honest, it's a lot of the guesswork, like I said, is taken out. You just peel stick and watch the magic happen, Um, we always emphasize X39, which is it's our flagship product, but there are other patches as well. You can put them in different places, but you just need to be intentional about that 39. That really is the show pony. That's the rock star. And you combine that with 49 and you have a really powerful system. You don't have to get too sophisticated at all.
Yeah, you kind of mentioned that sometimes people don't notice it. So, and people will often say, so when will I notice it? And how long will it take? What do you say then?
Well, I love to always encourage everyone who starts out with LifeWave to have some sort of objective standards to go from. So, there's these awesome checklists that are on the Live Younger site that allow you to kind of jot down some notes and kind of establish yourself and your understanding of where you are at this particular point in time so that as things progress and you notice changes, you can come back to that document and really be able to quantify how much change has happened. So that's awesome.
And I think that's important because sometimes I talk to people and they say, I'm not really noticing anything. And then you say to them, well, wasn't your shoulder bothering you? Is that still bothering you? And they'll go, well, oh, I forgot about that. It's gone. Those
I
are the kind.
love I love the guy on the video when he's like, I just realized I've been standing up the whole church service. That's so cool to me. It's like, yeah, I just totally were in the moment, praising God and then realized, wait, I don't have any back pain or anything going on. So that happens so often. And those are really the cool ones to me. I mean, obviously, I love the ones that are like right out of the gate, you see something different. But to me, when you're 6 weeks in, and you just totally forget that you had whatever you had going on, those are the cool ones.
They really are. Yeah, and sometimes you got to point it out for them to really be aware that something
Yeah.
has something has changed. And that's why that tracker is so vitally important. Do you have any like final comments that might give value, support the community in any way tonight?
Yes, I think one of the big things is just to kind of um, further articulate myself about where we are in life. This is such a cool time to be alive, guys. Please take full advantage of this opportunity. I remember getting introduced to LifeWave for the first time and thinking how cool and futuristic this was, and thinking to myself, like, wow, if this works the way that it says that it does, this is a game changer. And here it is 6 years later, and I'm still enamored with the technology. I'm still enamored with the company and how it's moving forward and progressing. And guys, if you really think about it, um, we have blossomed into something much bigger than a patch. And that's just so exciting to me to have all of these other components and cool things that LifeWave is doing to make the world a better place to be. So I'm just excited, a little bit more than usual. It just seems like the world is coming into a zeitgeist, right? We're just really in a smarter, more informed community, and that's just really what I love to see and love to hear is people actually finding the improvement in their health that they're seeking.
Yeah, it's astounding to think about what's coming in the future as well. There's so much more. And that's
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
so darn exciting about being part of all of this, right? Um, you know,
100%.
I just want to point out that if anyone doesn't know this about Dr. Jeff, he does have a YouTube channel you can go to called Ask Dr. Jeff MD. He's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. So you certainly can go check him out. Does a whole lot of beautiful videos and does a lot of training and education. So thank you so much, Dr. Jeffrey. I so enjoyed this tonight.
And I did too.
Absolutely. This is so awesome. How are you,
Thank
Greg? It's
you.
great to see you,
Thank you,
brother.
Dr. Jeff. Thank you, Ann.
Absolutely,
And
man.
you kind of hinted about it. I'm going to unveil it a little bit because LifeWave is getting ready to launch the next wave. And we're very, very excited about that. And with the foundation of the patches, there's no end in sight to the health benefits and the technologies that LifeWave is going to be sharing to help people live younger, longer, and feel better. So thank you.
It's Greg.
Okay, I'm going to jump back and share my screen again. So here we go, share. And I'm going to go to the next slide. I want to show you what's happened to LifeWave with the launch of the X39. And over the last 7 years, LifeWave has grown over 3,000%. We're over $500 million a year now. From a sleepy little company doing about 20 million a year, we're now doing, over 500 million a year, and there's no end in sight. Fastest growing company in the network marketing arena and a rising star in the $8 trillion longevity market. And you know what? We can't do it alone. We need help. So I want to talk just briefly about the opportunity to join us and help get the good news out. And it's a great plan B in the gig economy. Help us get the word out on our patented exclusive products with no competition, a very simple, duplicatable success system with free websites, training support, a very low cost of entry, and the satisfaction of being rewarded for making a difference in people's lives and health. And a generous compensation plan that pays out approximately 50% of every sale is paid out to brand partners like you and I and Dr. Jeff and Ann, all across the country, all across the world. And that's a lot better than the other route of Madison Avenue and Wall Street. So it's going to Main Street. So there are 3 ways to get started with LifeWave. Number one, with X39, you can buy a 1-month supply for only $149.95. That's like a latte a day. And the better way to get started is a preferred customer where you can save 33%. You can save $50, buy at the wholesale price, and you're just committing to an auto ship subscription process. No long-term commitment required. You can, cancel in weeks or months or never. That's up to you. So no long-term commitment and backed by a risk-free 90-day money-back guarantee. Now, the best way to get started is to become a brand partner. And as a brand partner, we get paid for sharing. You can earn a part-time or full-time income. We can earn generous personal and team rewards and getting paid weekly for making a difference in people's lives. We have 4 brand partner starter kits available to choose from, and they all come with a 30-day risk-free money-back guarantee. And I'm briefly going to show these to you, the 4 kits, the core, advanced, advanced plus, and premium, between $295 and $1,750. And each of them, you're actually buying products below wholesale. So you're saving money beyond our wholesale prices. So you can earn your money back, by selling the products that you purchased. Now, I mentioned there's a new wave in LifeWave, and you can't slow down our genius founder and inventor, David Schmidt. And just last week, we released to the U.S. North American market, just the U.S., Canada and Mexico, not you guys yet, but our breakthrough X2O light infused water system. And I'm just going to show you a brief video showing the synergy of that, the X39 patch, and our Celergize nutritional supplement. So let's go ahead and view that.
Now you can live life elevated with superior wellness through the transformational power of light. Every second, thousands of biochemical signals are sent throughout the body using wavelengths of light. At LifeWave, our products are designed to harness that light in unique ways to optimize ultimate energy flows. Our global community is united by light, offering the promise of health, vitality, and opportunity through the power of synergy. 3 of our groundbreaking innovations together promote the ultimate in healthy living and offer you an opportunity, a 3-in-1 system that can change lives. Welcome to the future of wellness. It begins with X39, our breakthrough light-activated patch that taps into the body's natural ability to renew, restore, and perform at its best. Cellergize is a complete cellular energy and recovery system designed to fuel your day, support your mind, and recharge your body. And then, our all-new LifeWave X2O, a patented breakthrough in hydration science that dispenses light-infused water at the touch of a button. This is hydration reinvented. LifeWave X2O, when consumed daily, aids in proper hydration to support the effectiveness of X39 and Cellergize, boosting energy flows, nutrient absorption, metabolic activity, oxygen uptake, even activating key physiological responses. A power system of synergy, together more powerful than when separate. An innovative 3-in-1 system to intensify overall effectiveness. Because when your body is powered by light, energy flows and everything comes to life. It's time to build a foundation of hydration, energy, and recovery to fuel you, your body, and your business. LifeWave, the power of synergy. One system making it simple to start, share, and succeed. Awaken your potential. Experience the power of synergy. Share the light. LifeWave.
Wow. That's a brand new video just came out. And our new X2O water system just came out actually last week. And the initial production run was sold out in like 2 hours. So if you're interested in learning more, get back with the person that invited you here today, because they can put your name on a waiting list for that product. And this is very, very exciting. This is the next wave of LifeWave. My wife Robin and I, we were very fortunate 7 years ago when we joined LifeWave when X39 came on. And that same window of opportunity exists now for everyone that's new to LifeWave as we launch the next major release of this technology, this health science technology company, our X2O light infused water system. So for Robin and I, it's been an absolute answer to a prayer. We hear miracle stories every day, and we're enhancing people's lives every day. And we and thousands of others all around the world are enjoying the blessings of health, vitality, lifestyle, community, and financial independence and freedom. So again, get back with the person who invited you, get your questions answered. Most people start with X39. We have those 4 different starter kits for you to choose from, and then upgrade into some of the other products, and you'll be delighted with the results you're going to get. So get back with the person who invited you, get started today, and thanks very much for joining us here tonight. Good night, everyone.